This video shows you how to do assignment 3, which involves using the MIDI note editor in Bandlab. If you've no idea what I'm talking about, then please watch the video about the MIDI editor. There's a link in the description below, although hopefully you're in the lesson. Right, just before we crack on, I want to remind everybody that if you Google Bandlab, it will bring up this Bandlab, which is the wrong one. All right, so you're not interested in this. This is what your school stuff won't work, your email address won't work, your password won't work. You need Bandlab for Education. So if that's your way of getting on it, press Bandlab for Education, and it starts with edu, this address. So if you're having problems, it says it doesn't recognize stuff, you might be on the wrong Bandlab site. So edu, then you want to press login, assuming you've been on Bandlab before. If you haven't, please get in touch with me and I'll sort you out. And then you want to log in. Now, instead of logging in as me, I'm going to log in as our imaginary pupil, Dale Long, because then it looks like what you're going to see. Right, so Dale sees his school and his class, and he's obviously not a real pupil, so he's not in a real class either. He's in a class that's got a stupid name. It's called Trial McTrial Face, because it was what I used for trialing things out. So imagine it was like 7A or 9A or whatever. You click on it, your class, and then you've got this assignment to do. It says MIDI editor challenge, right? Okay, so it says challenge 1 because we're going to have another one another week. So you press that, and then once you're in it, all you need to press, you don't need to read this stuff because it's all going to come up later. You just press start assignment, and then it's a teacher's assignment. If you press this, you'll just get a blank one and do your own, which you're doing to do another day, but not today. So press teacher's assignment, and it'll bring up the assignment that I want you to do. You want to get rid of this thing because it's annoying, so just click away from it. And then you've got your instructions over here. Now, some people said, oh, sir, the panel's in the way all the time. Well, it's dead easy to turn it off, everybody. You just press assignment brief down here. You can turn it on and off. So you could do the first thing, then turn it off, and then turn it on again. It's not a problem. Right, so number 1, look at the picture. You need to download it to see it. So the picture is in this attachments. All right, so I'm going to download that picture. It's put it down here, so I'm going to open it. Okay, and there's our picture that we need. All right, so obviously, once again, if this makes no sense to you, you need to watch the MIDI editor video. Right, I'm going to flick back to my other window, okay, which is over here. I'm going to close my information in a minute, my assignment brief. Number 2 says add an instrument track to your project. So just close the assignment brief, add an instrument track. So I've got add track. Instruments is what I want. Not these. These are like if you've actually got a real bass guitar in your hands, you'd use these, but we're not using those today. You want this. And it says MIDI instruments, and MIDI just means fake. So these are fake instruments. They're not real instruments. You don't really have a trumpet. It's just a keyboard pretending to be one, right? So you press that. Brings up this piano. If you watch the other video, you'll see you can play it this way, but I'm not interested in that today. So let's go ahead and get rid of that window. Okay, here's our instrument. So we've done that. Let's go back to our assignment brief. Remember, if I'm going too fast, you can rewind this video. Number 3, copy what you see in the picture onto the instrument track using the MIDI editor. Right, let's just unpack this. The picture, still over here. We've got onto the instrument track, that's this here, using the MIDI editor. Right, so close that. Open MIDI editor, which is down here. All right, and that's this screen where you've got a little keyboard and you've got a little pen for drawing notes in. This is the MIDI editor screen. So I'm going to try and copy that picture. So what have we got? We've got a note here on beat 1, and it's the note E. And I know it's E because I go C, D, E. So the first thing I need to draw is an E. So pick up my pencil and I'll draw an E in, and it doesn't matter which E you do. You could do this E here. I could do this E here, whichever one you want. I'm going to do this one because it's, in fact, I'm going to do this one here. So there's my E. So far, so good. Right, now go back to my picture. The next note I need to draw is this one. Well, let's work out what note it is. We've got a C, and this is the note right next to it, isn't it? So it's got to be a B. All right, so, sorry, yes, that's right, yeah, a B. So I'm going to draw a B in. So please don't email me saying, I don't know my keyboard notes there, because you've got C, you can work them out. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So I've got C, I don't want C, I want B. If I accidentally put it on C, and then I realise, oh no, I meant to put it on B, put your arrow back on and just move it down. So you can drag it down like that, or you can use your cursor keys on your keyboard. So I did that with my cursor key. So I've got my first 2 notes. Now I'm not going to put every note in because you're going to do that, but that is how you do it. Now let's say you ran out of room. You won't on this one, but if you did, you use this button here. All of this is in the video, by the way, and you drag it, and it makes, remember this giant thing here is just a close-up of this region here. That's why it's got 2 little lines in it now, because I put 2 little notes in. So you can drag that out and make that longer if you want a bigger region, but you won't need to do that today. Okay, so let's say we had put all the notes in. I haven't, I've only put 2, and there's like 7 or something. All right, let's say I put them all in. I go to my next instruction, change the instrument to suit the song. So I'll close my assignment brief again. Remember, to change the instrument, you close the MIDI editor and you press instrument, and you change it from piano to something else. And whatever you change it to, there's like, even if I change it to guitar, there's like then a further choice of different guitars. All right. So I've changed it to acoustic guitar, so it won't sound like a piano now. Okay. So that's like a different instrument. What's my next instruction? It says add a drum machine part. Well, we learned how to do it last time. So if you can't remember, go back and watch the video. But very briefly, press add track, drum machine, and you add your drum machine in, and you start putting your little dots in your drum machine. Right, next one. Imagine we've done that. When you submit the assignment, name the song if you can. So let's say Dale has done all those bits. Our imaginary people, he hasn't done those bits. We'll pretend he has. We press submit. And Dale's going to say, this song is, and Dale's a bit stupid and he thinks the song was put in is Happy Birthday, which it isn't. So he's put in Happy Birthday. So Dale is wrong, but I don't want to tell you what the song is. So you press submit, and I get a little notification going, hey, Dale Long has done his work, and you can have a little listen back to it once it's finished processing. And that is how you do that assignment. Any problems, make sure you read the instructions, make sure you watch the video. If you've still got a problem, please let me know. Thank you very much.